And welcome to another Forex Killers update. If you haven't been here before, grab that RPG, blast that like button out of the sky, share and subscribe. All right, I'm going to go over DXY, EU, the S&P, some commodities including gold and silver, and then our regular majors, and also a swing trade that we've been looking at the setups for. All right, DXY. So, we've obviously had that big move up, and now we're in this corrective phase. We've traded this quite well. I've called for this sort of move. Expected this to take the top. Didn't quite get there, but EU has played to a T. So DXY not exactly hitting our targets, but EU has hit them, to the pip plenty of times. So it's been good. Yesterday, once we'd taken that low on US data and we'd come up, it was about maybe trending sideways, but basically if we cleared this EL, then bias was to the upside. If we came back below it, then bias would have been to the downside. So I spoke about having the double tops and the double bottom, and that we're going to look at both of those being taken before any move out of this range. Now, what we had was that move up, and we finally tagged my original target, which was 104.08 effectively, or 104.100. So, we got that. It was a good tag. I am short now, a little bit heavier on DXY because we hit that target. So, and that's obviously a hedge on my EU short. If you've been following the channel, caught the EU short to the pip up the top and just been writing that down. We've got good interest on that trade, so no harm in keeping it open. Just need to hedge our bets when we get these new lows on EU and when we get these new highs, etc. on DXY. So I'm going to give some info today on where I think the market could be going. I want to keep it shorter than yesterday. But if it's taking a bit long, just watch these on 1.5x, guys. I do that on podcasts and different things. You can keep up with the information. You get used to it. It just allows you to consume a bit more information in a timely manner. So where do I think this market is going? Well, I'm going to give you a bit of a projection, a little bit of a ways out rather than just that next wave. And I think this will, hopefully it helps you. Obviously, there's the chance that things can change and I'll update and that will change my bias. But I'm just going to give the way I think the market will go, and then obviously the mitigating factors against that. So we've broken out here of this sort of contraction after we've had this wave in here. We've had these expansion leg low, and now we've hit another expansion leg high, right? If you guys know the three-phase market setup, we've got the contraction phase in here. We've come down, up, and then question is, do we come down, retest and go, right? Or do we come down for another leg low maybe? Okay, now there's a little potential that we don't even get to that retest down here, and that we come and retest the breakout zone here. So some sort of corrective wave in here, maybe come up, come down London, and then we get going. Okay, something like that. We need to be watching for that, and I certainly will be. If we do something like that correctively, then I'll obviously cut my shorts and let this play out, and let my EU short continue getting pips. But that is not my bias to come down here, because we got these double bottoms here, and I'll couple it in with GU, but that's not my bias to do that. We may do that again, I'm just letting you know, or we could just come up, take the top, and then come down. But, these are things that if you want to be updated on, come into the Discord. But I'm doing daily updates anyway, so I'm pretty much keeping you up to date here on YouTube. But what I'm probably expecting, and I'll throw in a bit of Elliott wave, is that move down, right? So I'm probably going to expect a bit of a correction here, and come down, and we take out these bottoms, and then we go up. Okay, so what would that be? So this couples in, links nicely with the three-phase market setup. Another big expansion low, right? But if we jump down to the hourly, All right, we can just, if we were gonna mark it up, Elliott wave. ABC. All right, we got 3. We got 3. Whoopsies. And then we're going for 5, right? All right, so certainly a potential. I don't think we will get down this low. It's a potential, but more just around this level, right? Retesting this range here, okay? Retest this range that we broke out of, okay? And that would link up with that 3-phase market setup, and then we go upside, right? Then we're going up for more, okay? Now let's link that in with euro. All right, so euro has got a double bottom here. So, you know, this is 3 waves ahead forecasted. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we haven't tagged that. Obviously, forecasting ahead, you're not always going to reach targets. Now, again, we still have the potential to reach that target. We've got a double bottom here, and if we correct and then we sort of, you know, as I was saying on the DXY, retest that range, we could, yes, roll over and tag our target, and then we before going back up. Now, if we get the other move, what is it? It's coming up. It's taking this liquidity from up here, right? This liquidity all through here, taking that out, and then coming back down, taking the double bottom out, right? And from there, we'll have to you know, reassess and see what's going on in terms of the higher time frame and all that sort of thing, and what our next levels can be. But again, see a nice little retest there. So certainly seeing this come back up, taking that liquidity before rolling over. And again with DXY, you know, that's we've hit that sort of demand zone through here. So yeah, a nice little level. We've formed these double bottoms. We've built up some liquidity down here. Okay, we come up, we take the liquidity above here, and then we come down. People think it's a correction. It goes up, corrects again, and then we'd roll over. Okay, taking out these lows and continuing on down. That's my current bias. Now, what does this move allow GU to do? This move allows GU. This move on DXY, so the move on DXY that I'm talking about, okay, coming down to here, that allows GU to come up, take the tops, take the liquidity above these tops. Now, that might seem sort of a bit extreme in terms of the move, but when GU gets going, right? So and just zoom out to a bit of a higher time frame. So yeah, here was a pattern. I just a bit of a squiggle I'd drawn. Obviously came lower, so it was just a quick squiggle I drew and put in the Discord of something that GU could do a couple of nights ago. So we've got this expansion going on here, right? We've hit a good low here. Can really see this climbing up, right? And if DXY does that, you know, we've got a little bit of a bump and run here on the 12-hour. Looking like it could be. Obviously, this can reject and roll over. But if this holds, bit of a bump and run, bit of bullish, what do we got there? Regular bullish divergence there. So definitely can see this sort of correcting up and taking that. All right, now there's got to be some sort of confluence with that in terms of fundamentals. So we need some news that is also going to couple in with that, and we'll get that. Right, when this start moving up, and then we'll get the news. And then, you know, the charts will tell you the news before the news comes. The news might even come around this level, and then we just get that bang, and it's, you know, one of those buy the rumor, sell the news. So once the news comes, we've taken that liquidity, and then we're going back on down. So that's my GU take at the minute. Again, you know, it's just, we need to come up and we need to keep climbing, right? So we need to break some levels. We've taken out liquidity here. you know, we certainly could roll over for another hit. That's definitely a potential. So it's not just a buy from here and get going, but we can just take that, boom, set up another sort of double bottom kind of thing, and then go start climbing. All right. So looking for something like that, either up from this level or one more hit. But on that higher time frame, that's what I'm currently looking for. All right, let's go to S&P. S&P last night. S&P was great. Here's your three-phase market setup. Right, boom, boom, boom. We went up quarter short here at 23. Came down correctively. Took profit on that. Came back up. I've still got my 155 short. It's come down. This looks like it was during news, USD news. So if you guys are following and you know what you're looking for, you know, I posted this chart in the Discord. That's a perfect expansion leg low. Came up, retested the EL, and then we're going up. All right, very basic stuff. Should be if you've been following me, picking up on stuff like that now. Again, I did throw that in the Discord. I'll just show that. Well, so here we go. Just went short here. There was another trade I did. GU, looking for 730 for a 40 pip correction. So we end up getting that 730 to the pip, and then it ended up correcting up. I think just up to here. Only got about 35 pips, but so we got one TP. Just talking about UCAT again. We got some fellas in here chatting and having a good yarn, which is good to see. And then I just updated that trade. But yeah, this is a good, you know, a really beautiful setup. If you've followed along, and you know, like I said, I put that chart up. So if you had that chart, you had that EL, and you can just see how it works, right? And you see the beautiful retest. And so if you were, let's say, short somewhere in here for an expansion leg up, once you get that retest and it starts coming back up, you simply cut the trade. It's as simple as that. Whoops, I've just hit something crazy. 3-day. So this looks, if DXY is doing what I said, as in it's coming down, then this is going to be going up, right? And it's looking like it's kind of breaking out. I mean, it has broken out of this channel now. And after the fake out, we've had a breakout. I think I had a good trend line somewhere, but maybe not. I won't go chasing it. But, you know, after that EL movement down there and that retest, we've broken out once again. Now, look for this to sort of peter out on open and roll over. But if it doesn't, if we just put in a correction, then I'll be looking for more upside. Gold, just quickly, still looking for, as I said in yesterday's video, I said we're looking for 1826 odd for our first longs. So gold just working below the EL, had all that CPI data, big this, and then it sold off through Asia. Again, I don't really trade Asia, so if you know any shorts I already had going played out, but I didn't get into anything during Asia. What do we got on the lower time frame here? Yeah, definitely expecting this to get that hit low here. So looking for one more hit low and then buy setups. Silver, same sort of deal. Be looking for one more, looking corrective in here. Looking for one more hit low and then buy setups. If we can correct and then go up again for a bigger correction. So, you know, if you're short in this zone and we correct down and it comes back up, I'll just cut that short. UCAD. UCAD looking to come down retest, but on a looking like a break. If we look at this on a large time frame, like a 3-day here, you see we're getting the break and a bit of a retest here on the 3-day. Now this can roll over, obviously. It's only the initial. You've got to have your other time frame things going. We've got a lot of wicks going on, a lot of up and down movement, but I'm basically looking at this as a double bottom setup. And so what we want the market to do is get up and out of here, sort of get up to this level before coming back down and then going. All right, so that's sort of the trade I'm looking at buying at the moment, is getting up. We've got that, let's talk about the double bottom setups and the double tops. And what do they often do? They often go up a bit before coming back down to collect that liquidity, right? And so because we're on the 3-day there, we're looking for a decent move up here. And so, I spoke yesterday on my video about UCAD, and we had that move up, move down, move up. So that played nicely. Looking good. Looking for some buy setups on UCAD. Remember to link everything in with DXY, yeah? So with the buy setup, we can come right back down here again, back to this old EL. I've got an EL in here. About it was probably about 1.333, something like that. All right, I'm not going to look at AU and NZD for now. Bitcoin. I'll just quickly go on Bitcoin. This is what I mean. Bitcoin will just do its own thing and mess you up. So where was I spoke about offloading some Bitcoin. I didn't, because it's just shot straight up. But we were looking at rejecting on this 8-hour candle here. But this 8-hour candle as the bearish retest of this range, right? It came in and we closed on it, but what had done, RSI had closed well above. So you could look at that as a bearish retest, which I'm sure many people did, which is what I was looking at, getting a 3-wave up to be a bearish retest. But the RSI had given you the heads up that we were well broken out from this descending trend line here. And should obviously make you wary once price started climbing again, to cancel, to stop out any short trade. So me, I don't trade it directly, but I do trade swings. And if this was a bearish retest, I was looking to short that. You see how we had the double retest and then it just started going. So once you get something like that, you see how price is trending up, but RSI is resetting as it's trending up. Hidden bull. So time to exit, and Bitcoin is on the climb. Again, if you couple that in with what I'm thinking with DXY, we can see Bitcoin going on a bit of a run here. Where would we be looking? Yeah, could be taking out these highs here. So certainly looking at something like that. That's good. Could definitely take out those highs. Get a bit of an expansion rather than a running flat. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. So look for that. We'll see how DXY plays, but that could be good. So there was a little bit extra on BTC there. EN. This is the chart. So I'm just going to get quick on wrapping up. 18 minutes. All right. So I spoke about this trade and how there was an EL here. I need to delete that. Yes. So we got the 4-hour EL. This is that big high time frame. I'll quickly go to the higher time frame. So we've got a big expansion, contraction phase and expansion legs going on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. This is the retest. And then we're looking on the smaller time frame for this to go up like this, right? And so this is what I've been following. So you go to that, and then you jump it down to the 4-hour here, and you see this 4-hour EL here, and we've got all this expansion going on, and then here was the retest. So we saw this retest here, then you've got another contraction zone here, so this was the first leg down, right? So, and we retested this. I was looking for a long. I really wanted NU to pump on news to get me a good entry. Didn't get it. And it sort of shot straight up. But that's run a good 200 pips. Just didn't get that entry because of that news on NU really shot EN straight up. But looking good. Look, so what am I looking for here? Well, we're looking, this is a contraction zone, right? And we've got that expansion line. So, you know, we've had that first leg down. We're looking for this leg up. And then we're looking for a leg down. Hopefully, maybe we just get the 2 legs. And we don't mess around like all this. And we may get a retest here. And I'm looking for longs. All right. This is what we're into. That's just a simple setup. Cut it if it comes back. All right. Potential to take the short above this top even. All right. You can short it down. Anyway, that's a little run through on that. So that's about it. I'll quickly recap on DXY and then best of luck. And we'll update again. But yeah, this is my bias on DXY coming down. Again though, if we correct and retest this level and start climbing, don't be holding any shorts or i.e. holding any longs on majors. Alright, hope that helps, guys. And yeah, you know, blow up that like button and like, share and subscribe. And please comment. Please comment if you watch this and you have you know, if you watch this regularly, please just comment saying watched. It really helps the algo. And also, if you get anything out of it, let me know. Thanks.